Thank you for joining us on This Week in Turkey. I am Murat Tursan. Tonight, I'm joined by Medyascope's very own Doğu Eroğlu, who broke a bombshell story about mass government surveillance that makes the NSA spying scandal look like child's play.
Website traffic, texts, calls, and location data. Turkey's Information Technologies and Communication Authority, or BTK, potentially has the private data of 89 million people in Turkey. According to documents obtained by Medyascope, internet service providers are feeding internet traffic of all users to BTK every hour of every day. According to the documents, the data is not anonymized. BTK receives every data packet with the user's identity. BTK monitors all traffic, websites visited, usernames, national ID number, gender, nationality, address, phone number, and even location, old phone numbers, and old addresses. Experts say that even private calls and messages through apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, or Signal can be monitored.
Since December 2020, BTK is receiving every data, every signal we're sending through instant messaging apps, mobile banking apps, browsers, our home internet connections, etc. Every piece of data that's being transacted through our devices are being sent to BTK almost instantaneously.
The story first broke when CHP's Istanbul MP Onursal Aragüzel posted on Twitter on June 8th. Many of you remember the mass surveillance scandal former NSA employee Edward Snowden made public in 2013. BTK has been carrying out something similar for a while. The president of BTK requested the log records and published subscribe patterns from 313 internet service providers through a confidential letter. This letter sent to companies is not published on the official website of BTK. They want to hide their blatant law-breaking from the public eye.
The government knows what websites you visit, who you talk to, what you buy, where you are, every hour of every day. This, of course, is all done without parliamentary authority.
The specific documents we uncovered, they show that the BTK governing body, the president, wrote to all ISPs, the internet service providers, that they want specific information regarding every user's traffic to be sent to BTK every hour. Most of the internet users think that their data was being stored in somewhere already. They know it because they use Google, they use Facebook. In return, we're giving them data about ourselves so that we as customers are being handed out the most relevant ads. In this ad-data relationship, our data is anonymized. That is one thing. But in this case, all my data are being recorded and kept under my name.
To date, BTK has not disputed Aragüzel's claim. The letter in question, dated December 15, 2020, pinned by BTK's VP, Fethi Yazıklı, states, "Our institution is tasked with detecting, monitoring, evaluating, and recording data for legal purposes in a timely and non-disruptive manner. There is a need to obtain more detailed information regarding the activities taking place on the internet within the scope of forensic and preventative purposes." It is estimated that the document labeled confidential was sent to hundreds of service providers. Service providers who spoke with Medyascope on the condition of anonymity claim that the user traffic data flow from companies to BTK started as of 2021. BTK has absolute authority over all telecommunication sectors. In a memo sent to internet service providers on the 15th of December 2020 titled ISS Traffic Log Pattern, BTK orders providers to reserve special servers to channel traffic records to BTK. BTK considers 11 terabytes of data fed from service providers a day to be a normal amount. Taking into consideration that BTK demands traffic data from a couple of hundred providers, it's safe to assume that BTK expects to receive a petabyte of data per day or a couple of millions of gigabytes. In other words, BTK's data saving and processing capacity could be far higher than previously thought. Another matter is BTK's institutional capacity. The experts who spoke to Medyascope all agree that technical infrastructure for gathering the data is the hard part, but leveraging the data after is not much easier. Digital marketers think that, even if it were legally obtained, making the gathered data compatible with pre-existing datasets for marketing would be enormously difficult and costly and far less effective than user data provided by Google or Facebook. So profiting off of the data of 88 million users through mass surveillance is not feasible in the short term. It's difficult to pinpoint a single use for BTK to leverage the data. But experts who spoke to Medyascope suggest that the data could be used for profiling, blacklisting, and even blackmailing people. Through profiling, algorithms could sort similar people into behavioral groups and guess their reactions to certain events. And with blacklisting, the information gathered from citizens could legally or illegally be turned into information cards that certain people within the government could access. This could potentially lead to systematic discrimination. For example, these information cards could be used during hiring for public positions or could even be used in prosecutions. Experts that spoke to Medyascope were particularly concerned about the upcoming 2023 elections. Experts warned that BTK could use the collected data to influence voter choice or the election altogether.